Well, we used to sleep naked all the time back in the dinosaur days.
Yeah, and they died. How
Well, they
quickly?
didn't die. There was evolution.
Yeah, but how quickly did they die? You think they
Oh,
made it to 90?
oh, maybe not because of the
Yeah, probably
fecal
because of all the
matter.
fecal matter.
Am I the asshole for telling my hubby he needs to wear PJs to bed once we have a kid? Let's go.
Okay.
My husband and I are expecting our first kid in a few months. Hubby generally only sleeps with a t-shirt and no underpants, no pants, because he likes the freedom down there. So he's like Winnie the Pooh, Donald Duck,
Shirt, no
shirt, no
pants,
bottoms,
no bottoms at
nothing,
all.
no protection, nothing.
That's weird.
Free Willy.
I don't love it. Keep going.
We'll discuss that part later. Up until now, even though I don't like it, I've had the opinion, you do you. However, given we have a kid on the way, I feel strongly that he should have something covering up his nether regions. We don't plan to co-sleep, but kids sometimes want to crawl into bed for snuggles, etc., and it feels super creepy for me that their dad would be naked. I don't care what he wears as long as he's covered. But he has been very resistant because he doesn't like to wear anything and thinks it should be his decision on what he wears or doesn't. Am I the asshole for pushing him to cover up down there? Please help.
I have mixed feelings here.
Let's start with what he's wearing.
So for one, what?
It's a Winnie the Pooh thing. It's like a real thing. A lot of guys do that.
Oh, you do that, don't you?
No, I'm usually completely naked, but
No, but completely naked is so much more acceptable than t-shirt and nothing. Like, I feel weird thinking about it.
I think he likes to feel like there's something over him, but still prefers the freeness of it all down there. Jingle bells.
Okay, I don't love it. And I feel like whoever does that, no matter what the situation, is in the wrong.
So pre-kids, even without the kid involved.
You're wrong. I don't care what the question is, you're wrong.
You should be wearing underwear.
You can't be trusted. You cannot be trusted. So that's number one. But number two, I feel like you're making it weird. First of all, there are age considerations here.
Yeah.
A 1-year-old
will not know.
Seeing their father naked is not going to know one way or another, is not going to think about it. And you being so, making such a big thing about it is kind of like making it almost weird. Another question I have is like, I feel like it's different if they're having a boy or a girl.
Okay.
Is that strange for me to think that?
No.
Like, I feel like a 5-year-old girl seeing her dad naked is probably different than a 5-year-old boy seeing his dad naked.
And 5-year-old, we're getting up there.
We're getting curious. We're getting
yeah.
No, and also, so again, like, age is definitely a factor too. Like, when they're a baby, let him.
He'll not even know.
Nobody's gonna know anything. No. It's fine. And I feel like the dad is almost deliberately just not wanting to be told what to do. And I feel like he probably would have come to that conclusion anyway.
Absolutely.
I don't think anyone wants to be naked around children.
No.
So he probably would have been like, okay, baby around. I'm, getting up more often in the middle of the night for XYZ. You kind of become a little bit more aware of like, I'm holding a baby and I have no pants on. I feel like he would come to that conclusion on his own.
Yeah.
But now that he's being forced, he's deliberately not wanting to.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's pushing back just to push back. I'm sure it's not even that serious. And like he also had mentioned, like it's going to be on his terms, which will probably be sooner rather than later because he doesn't want to get kicked in the balls either. Not that it's not going to happen even if you're wearing underwear, but like I think this is a comfort thing though. Like he's comfortable. Let him sleep. Let him enjoy the few nights that he has left with no bottoms.
But okay, so you as a man, wearing loose boxers is too much?
It's uncomfortable.
You don't feel like you have the same freedom?
No, it's uncomfortable. I like the freedom.
I heard it's very bad to sleep entirely naked because of all the, for the very scientific term, for all the farting and particles that make their way.
Yeah.
Make their way through the bed. Yeah. And they're all just like free flying around in there.
Well, we used to sleep naked all the time back in the like dinosaur days.
Yeah, and they died. How
Well, they
quickly?
did. There was evolution.
Yeah, but how quickly did they die? You think they
Oh,
made it to 90?
oh, maybe not because of the
Yeah, probably
fecal
because of all the
matter.
fecal matter flying around all over their bodies
So
and the
he's just
infection that it caused.
well. So maybe she just should flip it in that way and not make it weird and make it weird. Like it's a little. She's making it a little pervy.
She's making it a little pervy. I
And
do
she
agree.
shouldn't. And also, that's a whole other conversation. If the kid asks questions, you should be telling the kid the right terms and stuff, but whatever. But let's say, like, make it about that then. Make it about stop farting on me with your open.
Well, I don't know, but that's not her concern, clearly. But I do feel like there's a difference between walking around your house naked when it's just the two of you
Yeah,
and you're a couple,
absolutely.
towards when you're bringing another person into it. Because then what? Your kid is just going to be also walking around with just their shirt on and no bottoms? Your kid
And
is
what's
your
wrong with
kid
that?
is going to wind up at a sleepover.
Yeah.
And he's going to take off his pants.
Absolutely.
And he's just going to sleep in a t-shirt.
Yeah. And then it's going to be
And he's going to be that kid.
That kid, the naked kid.
He's going to be
Winnie
the
the
naked
Pooh
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you name him Winnie from now, right off the bat.
Or Donald Duck. Yeah. I just find the way she's doing it is she's making it weird. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yes, there is like a certain age limit. But he probably will. Like you said, like eventually he's not going to want to walk around naked in the middle of the night and bump into his kid and like it flopping around and hit him on the head.
I picture the heights of
exactly.
the kid walking.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh no.
That's bad for both parties.
Bad for everyone involved.
Yeah, you get bunked on the head. That's not fun either. But yeah. So no, you're not the asshole, but there's a discussion to be had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're an asshole, but like, don't force it. I think he will genuinely come to the conclusion on his own.
Absolutely. And it's not that dramatic.
What do people agree, disagree?
It's just, mostly about like sexual, like they don't want it to be sexual, like they don't want it to make it like that. And like there's a lot of like, I grew up in a naked household and I'm fine. Like there's that too. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. They don't ask questions until like it becomes, until they become curious. And then that's when you use that opportunity to like teach them about the birds and the bees, let's say, but we're not there yet.
You also know that kids will say the most ridiculous things out of context to strangers.
In school.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, my dad's whatever between his legs was out at breakfast. And like they'll say it in a weird way.
Yeah.
Oh, it was looking at me. Yeah. And it's going to sound.
That we have to call child
that we call,
service.
exactly. Just for the sake of your child, as they start to become more aware, as they start to talk.
When they start talking, maybe, yeah.
Put it away.
Yeah, put it away. Wrap it up. Loosely.
Yeah.
Put a very loose boxer on.
Yeah.
But, yeah.